It's Friday the 11th of June 2021. It's Friday, end of the week. We made it to the weekend. Well done, everybody. So we've already had some GBP news out today. Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking there at 9:30 a.m. UK time. So that's already been and gone. Otherwise, no high priority news expected for the rest of the day. I'm really concentrating on cross pairs at the moment because the dollar pairs aren't really doing a fat lot. They're not doing a lot at all. The dollar index is potentially in a consolidation phase. This could be a bearish flag pattern for downside. That's what a bearish flag pattern is. The movement, as you can see, the whole bigger movement is to the downside. This could be a correction for one more move down, breaking this low, and then maybe see a reversal. So maybe, I mean, this is just obviously what could be happening. We could break that low, then maybe we start to see dollar buyers, or indeed, of course, we could have the option that price continues downwards, and we may then pull back and maybe do that. But you know, that's just my kind of personal view, that this is a consolidation for downside, just looking at, you know, what's happening with price. But we shall see. But really, the dollar pairs are very boring to trade at the moment. It's just kind of ranging. Here's pound USD, for instance. There's no particular, there's obviously on the bigger time frame, there's a trend here, and we can look at this as an impulse, a correction, and potentially another impulse. But look at the price action right at this moment in time. It's basically a range, isn't it? We've got our support down here, we've got our resistance up here, we've got our intermediate resistance in here. It came into there yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe the day before. It's come into that resistance again, and it's dropping. So you can still trade, I suppose, looking at these levels, but there is no kind of real impulsive price action going on. Saying that, I do have my eyes on Aussie. I just want to see if it breaks out of this descending structure here. But even then, if I just draw, we've got this horizontal resistance, look. Even then, that would only be my target. We've been seeing lower highs, lower lows, and then we've seen this higher high here, where throughout all of June, actually, price has been that is basically at the 1st of June, around that start of the month, that was the highest price that we saw Aussie USD. But today we'd actually seen buyers creep in and just try to push price a little bit higher. Now that move hasn't been sustained. You know, I'm looking for a breakout of this section of price action. I'm looking really for a break and a close above that high. Okay, which we've had the break. Okay, so we've had a higher high there, but we haven't had the break. We haven't seen price close above it. If we saw price close above there, then we could then go down to the smaller time frames to look for that pullback, and then that trade up into that resistance level. So that's something you could look out for. Wouldn't be my most favorite trade in the world, but you know, it's something you can look out for. I'm actually going to place an alert above that high there, because that's where buyers came in, but then sellers took it back down. So if we actually break above that high, then there's maybe a chance that we could sustain that move and close above. So Kiwi, Aussie and Kiwi, Aussie dollar and Kiwi dollar, probably the only currency pairs I'm really looking at in regards to trading against the US dollar at the moment. Again, look, another range bound market. Yeah, we've got At 7100, we've got 7300 here as the kind of big resistance support level here, and inside of that we've got this 7144. I mean, you could literally drop that a little bit lower if you wanted to, but you can see prices coming into that kind of zone and it's finding buyers. Come into the zone there, it's finding buyers. I was actually hoping for a trade back up to 73. Don't know whether it's going to happen though. You know, looking at this impulse here, looking at this as a correction, looking for price to break out and close above, which it did, but there's been literally no momentum. So, you know, what do you do? There's nothing there for me. But I want to see some clear moves now. I would like to see some clear bullish candles, which would lead me to believe we're on our way back to 7300, but nothing at the moment. You can see it broke out and it's literally done nothing. So, you know, very boring price action. So I've been looking at a lot of the cross pairs because of not a lot happening on these dollar pairs. Aussie CAD, okay, I do like the look of this. Need to see some momentum on this though. We've got support here, support here, support here. We've got a descending trend line and obviously a downtrend. We've got this consolidation of price here. You can see price really slowed down as it came into support, and now we've seen a big buy candle there off that support level. We dropped to the 4 hour. We've got a little bit of a pattern we can identify here, a channel. We've had a nice bullish close above. Now, is that a first sign that we're actually going to make that move towards this being a trend line? Okay, it's something to look out for. It's a potential start of a move. We will have to see, is the move sustained? But I like the idea of trading this back up towards this trend line here. Keep your eyes on that one. Aussie Kiwi. This is what I'm seeing on Aussie Kiwi. I'm seeing this kind of expanding structure. Now originally I had this and we've broken out. So it just depends on the way you want to look at it. But right at this moment in time, you can see that price is absolutely bullish. We've only had one bearish close in there here and here, but otherwise they've just been buyer candles. Now, is this actually going to continue to the upside, or are we going to see some sellers come in? I like the idea of looking for some sellers purely because this has been a kind of a one-directional move. So I'm going to see, is this trend line here going to act as resistance? But literally, I'm just going to kind of keep my eye on this. There's absolutely nothing here to trade. If I wanted to go short, there's absolutely nothing to trade. But you know, it's going to be on my watch list, or rather, it is on my watch list, and you know, we will see what happens with that. Is this price action coming to an end? Wait and see. Okay, I want to see a clear break to the downside. Perhaps, do I want a daily close? Yeah, a nice daily close would be a solid daily close would be a great sign. Daily close outside underneath this trend line would be absolutely fantastic. Then potentially look at smaller time frames for a correction or a pullback to try and get into a trade here, trading short. But we'll see how that goes. That's of interest anyway. That's on the radar. Euro Swissy. You might have seen my analysis on this. I've posted the chart. Daily. In fact, I've posted the chart, but not with this resistance in. Okay, so trend line, uptrend, impulse, correction. Now I've put this level in here around about 1.08725, because I noticed here, look, buyers came in here, buyers came in, resistance, 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 resistance. Could this act as support again? Okay, now I'm looking for price to bounce around this level, come to the top of this structure here, which looks to me as a correction, a bullish flag pattern of this impulse. So there is a possibility in my eyes that we could push down into that level, push up into the top of that bullish flag pattern there, and then potentially break out. Okay, so that's what potentially could happen, but I'm at least looking for that trade there back up into this level. So I am going to be watching, and hopefully, yeah, I've got my alert set there. Look, this level here could be really important. We see a nice rejection here, and literally when that alert goes off, I'm going to be diving down into something like the 15-minute time frame and looking for that early change of cycle or buyers to come in. If I see buyers come in, then I'm going to have a little bit of not aggressive, but I'm going to go for an early trade there. Now, the way I have suggested to trade this in my post, the more conservative way, if you like, is looking for that solid push up, retest, and then looking for that trade. So we've obviously got an area here of support. We've broken. So want to see price close above that level. Nice solid close, pullback, retest, rejection here, look to go long. But I'm going to personally look for a couple of trades. I'm going to look for that trade down here, looking for longs. Then I'm going to look for this trade here as a second trade, an add-in trade. So hopefully I'm going to have two trades in this, and then, you know, fingers crossed this actually breaks out. We will see if that actually happens though. So, you know, have a little think about that. Does that sound like something which appeals to you as well? If it does, well, you know how I'm going to look to play it. How are you going to play it? What else is on my radar? I'm watching Euro Pound, but literally just watching it on a daily time frame. It's hitting a I thought it looked wrong. That's a weekly. Daily, you can see it's got a daily level of support there. Literally coming into it and looking like it's going to break. It does break on a smaller time frame, but we're not seeing a close below. So a daily close below this level could indicate downside on this. I know a few traders have been trying to sell this, but literally for me, this is not the right time to sell this. Not where it is right at this moment. Now, you could look, I can see these wicks up here and here. So let's just go to the 4 hour. And I straight away, this is what I can see. I can see this level here, look. Yes, I know about this. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So what you can do is you can, if you're interested in selling this, my advice to you is wait for that daily close below and then look on a smaller time frame for a retest of this level. I think it's important that we do get that daily close below, because so many times we've had price push down and literally that momentum has not been sustained. But I do like the thought of, if price comes back into that level, looking for a sell from there, at least back into that level, and then maybe it could break out. Okay, maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place an alert there. Okay, so if price comes into that level and I see something which indicates sellers are coming in, then I'll look for a sell opportunity. Yep, it broke above here, didn't it? It pulled back for the retest. Didn't happen. Carried on back down. Okay. So literally, this is an area of interest to sell from. Otherwise, look for that daily close below. Retest on a smaller time frame. And then look to sell. Anything else on the radar? NZD CAD. Well, in this trade already, actually. This is something I posted to you guys a few days ago. A little buy limit from this zone here. This trade is at risk free now. It's break even. I was hoping for some, more momentum in this. This is obviously very similar to Kiwi dollar, where we've broken that CTL, but literally seen no momentum whatsoever. So very, very similar to Kiwi CAD on this one. Is in profit, which is nice. The trade is risk free, so the stop is just in front of break even for me. So we'll see what happens with that one. Kiwi Swiss, potential double bottom there. Again, charts indicating potential Kiwi strength, but we're just not getting it. Yeah, potential double bottom there. I can see support, resistance. So for me now, if you wanted to trade this long, you're going to have to go into those smaller time frames looking for that trade there. I don't really know whether that's a great trade. It's just a small, it's not very far to target. We'll have to see what price action we get and if there's a decent reward to risk, but there's doesn't appear to be that many pips. Well, no, there's like between that neckline there and the trend line 14 pips, so you know what, not even going to waste my time with that one. Kiwi yen, yeah, I think this could be the last one I'm going to have a look at, because I don't want to overwhelm you with charts. But Kiwi yen, bullish channel, as you can see. We're at the bottom of the channel. We've closed outside it just about, but nothing impulsive. So are we going to see price make another move to the upside? Straight away, I can see these highs here, and automatically the trader in me wants to connect them and start looking for, if you're an end of day trader for instance, a daily close above this potential counter trend line here. Now going into the 4 hour, let's just tidy that up a little bit. I can also see this, which is potentially a falling wedge structure, which is normally, or which can be the end of a downtrend. So is this basically signaling the end of this move, this correction down within this ascending channel? And are we going to see price break and have that push to the upside? So that is something that is on my radar, because that trade will be absolutely lovely. Getting in right from the bottom. Want to see a nice clear breakout. Nothing at the moment, we're still within the structure, but worth keeping an eye on. So guys, a bit of a longer video today. Don't normally have them for, what are we, 18 minutes, but quite a few charts of interest there. See what resonates with you. Not all of them will, maybe one or two. And yeah, have a plan in place, have an idea. What are you looking for? What are you going to be looking for to place the trade? And have alerts set, etc. And yeah, if what you want to see actually happens in the chart, then fantastic. If it doesn't, then don't worry about it. So from me guys and the team, have a great weekend, hoping the weather is going to be nice for us, and I'll catch you again on Monday. Bye for now.